I'm Eddie Garcia, co-host of the Puck Podcast, with your Puck Podcast Hockey Minute, a recap of the night in the NHL and a preview of tonight's action. 4 games in the NHL last night, including the Blue Jackets knocking off the Atlantic Division leading Maple Leafs in Toronto 5-1 behind Adam Fantilli's first career hat trick, goals 12, 13, and 14 on the season. The Ontario native returned home for his big game, and there was a great shot of his mom throwing her hat on the ice after his third goal. Elvis Merzlikins stopped 28 shots in the victory. In the loss for Toronto, Captain Austin Matthews scored the team's lone goal, his 20th. Dennis Hildeby was in net for the Leafs. For Columbus, they're holding down the final wildcard spot in the East, and they have a 7-1-1 record in their last 9 games. Central Division leading Jets edged the Avalanche in Colorado 3-2 in overtime. Defenseman Neil Pionk gets the overtime game winner for Winnipeg. Gabe Vilardi added his 20th of the year, and goalie Connor Hellebuck notched his NHL leading 29th win of the season. In the loss, NHL scoring leader Nathan MacKinnon had a goal, his 19th, giving him 75 points on the season. And Colorado Star defenseman Cale Makar gets his 16th goal of the year, which leads all NHL defensemen. The Kings rally in the third period, scoring 2 goals to pull out a 2-1 win over the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Samuel Helenius scored his first career NHL goal to tie it. Adrian Kembe notched his team-leading 24th goal of the season to win it. Goalie Darcy Kemper, 27 saves in net for LA. Florida could not take advantage of the Leafs' loss and remains 3 points back at Toronto for first in the division. And the Devils took care of the Bruins 5-1. Dawson Mercer, a pair of goals for New Jersey, numbers 11 and 12. Captain Nico Hischier gets his 23rd. Stefan Nason his 18th. New Jersey number 1 goalie Jacob Markstrom started the game, but left with an injury after a collision. Jake Allen took over, stopped all 16 shots that he saw. Afterwards, New Jersey head coach Sheldon Keefe said that Markstrom is expected to, quote, miss some time, end quote. 11 games in the NHL coming up tonight. 7 Eastern, the Red Wings host the Canadiens, while the Bruins look to bounce back at home against the Senators. Montreal, Boston, and Ottawa are currently all tied for the final wildcard spot in the East, each with 52 points. The suddenly hot Rangers host the Flyers, and the Blue Jackets are back at it, visiting the Hurricanes. 8 o'clock Eastern, the Golden Knights, leaders in the Pacific, host the Blues, while the Wild are at home against the Utah Hockey Club. 9 Eastern, the Oilers, minus suspended star Connor McDavid, host the struggling Canucks, while the Flames are at home against the Sabres. 10 Eastern, the NHL's top team, the Capitals, are in Seattle to face the Kraken, with star Alexander Ovechkin looking to move closer to Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal-scoring record. He enters the night 21 goals away. Also, the Penguins are at the Ducks, and at 10:30 Eastern, the Sharks host the Predators. I'm Eddie Garcia. If you like this, we have a recap and preview of the night in the NHL most weekdays. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. We're so close. Won't you please help? And check out our podcast recapping the week in the NHL every Monday morning, which you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Puck Podcast.